Hey guys, I'm gonna do another video here to try to help people out with some of these scams that are going on, and there's a million of them going on. You go online and type in like credit card scam or collection agency scam, that kind of thing. I mean, you're gonna bring up pages, but and you know I'm not gonna cover them all, obviously. But the reason I'm kind of picking and choosing which ones I'm going to cover and kind of make a video to try to help people on are the ones that are kind of hitting close to home for me, whether they involve my family, my friends, coworkers, that sort of thing. And this kind of was another one that I just recently found out about last night and decided to make a video to kind of bring it to everyone's attention. And most of you guys might have seen this. I know on this one particular page I found it's been shared over 19,000 times, almost 20,000 times. So it's out there. People know about it. You can Google it and find out information. But um, I guess what's kind of motivating me to do these little videos for people is that the last video I did regarding the Steve Knox scam with the attorney trying to get money, I was actually contacted by a person. I have no idea who they are or where they live or anything like that. But apparently, this individual had twins and was contacted by the attorney and scared the hell out of her. And she, for fear of going to jail, ended up wiring him $1,500. And it just pisses me off that people have the audacity to do this to people. And, some people can say, well, these people are stupid that they're giving their money away, but at the same time, it's human nature to try to believe the best in people. And I'm one of those people that likes to look for the best in people. And you don't think that you're going to get scammed. You try to trust and you try to believe people for their word, and you can't do that anymore, unfortunately. So, at any rate, that sucks, and I'm doing my best to try to help the person out to see what I can do to get their money back. I don't know if I can, but it doesn't cost me anything except for a little bit of time and will to do the right thing, I guess. But at any rate, enough about that. This one I'm talking about today is the one that you might have heard about MasterCard and Visa, how apparently these callers are pretending to be fraud investigation agents for the Visa and MasterCard companies. And they're good, man. I read through this and I was honestly surprised that they've gotten away with it for so long. And like I said, this is the one that's been shared over 19,000 times. I got this online from Snopes, whether that's reputable or not. The point is, it's everywhere. It's all over online, and it's happening to many, many people. And this is the one. The last one kind of pissed me off, but for real, this one is ridiculous. These people are very smooth. They're very smooth talkers. They're very confident. They got it all down. You will not know that they're talking, or that they're reading. I'm sorry, I'm kind of fumbling in my words. You will not know that they're reading off a card. They're very good. They seem to know what they're doing. They're going to talk quick, and before you know it, you're off the phone with them. They have what they want, and you don't even know you're scammed until months later. You start to realize that there's these purchases on your credit card that you didn't authorize, and by then, they're saying that it's not impossible to stop that and get it reversed, but it's really difficult. So hopefully, if you don't know about this scam, kind of listen up a little bit and just be aware, because this, I think, in my opinion, from what I've read about various scams and credit cards and accounts and all this kind of crap, this one I think is probably the most scary at the moment, just because it is very real. But what's happening is, for example, this guy will call and say, "Hi, this is so and so," and he's calling from the security and fraud department at Visa or MasterCard or whatever it is. They'll give you a badge number, the employee number. They say that your card's been flagged for unusual activity, and they say that they're just calling to verify that you, as a cardholder, made these purchases. Well, anybody will know that once you get this call, your first thought is, okay, what do I have to do? I want to make sure that my card's not being stolen. So what they'll say is, these purchases have happened on, they'll throw a date at you, May 3rd, and by so-and-so, and, everything is very pinpointed. They'll ask you, did you purchase this? Or, the most popular thing they're saying is, did you purchase an anti-telemarketing device? And the price of $497.99. And this company is based out of Arizona. Did you make that purchase? And right away, obviously, you're going to say no. And they'll say, okay, we've been dealing with this a lot. We know this is very common. We're on to them. These kinds of things to make you feel trusted and protected. They'll kind of go on to some dialogue that'll kind of verify what's going on, and they'll say, before your next statement, we'll go ahead and credit this amount back to your statement. So you think, oh, perfect, yes. And they'll say, is that okay that for us to do that? You say, of course, credit my account. They're going to be starting up a fraud investigation to look into this, and if you have any questions, please call the 1-800 number on the back of your card. So far, without knowing what's going on, right? I mean, this sounds legit. And for me personally, not to sound naive, but if they called me and they said, this is what's going on, if you have any questions, call the card, the number on your back of your card, I would say perfect. I'm glad they're following up. These guys know what they're doing. All this is bullshit. I call the 1-800 number on the back of your card. By the time you get off the phone with these guys and you call the 1-800 number, they've already got your information. Because what's happening right now is before they even call you, somehow they've gotten your credit card number. They already know your number, whether it be going through the trash or, according to the Federal Trade Commission, they're finding hundreds of different ways to get your number. The one thing they're looking for is that security code on the back of your card. They can't do anything without that code. So this call is leading them to get that code so they can spend money on your card. So anyway, back to it. Basically, they're going to say, here's a control number that you need to use, basically a file number that they're going to start for this fraud investigation. And when you call the 1-800 number to follow up with Visa or MasterCard or whoever, make sure you give the agent this 6-digit number, and they're going to give you a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You write it down. Okay, here's my file number. It's a bullshit number. Do you need me to read it again? Do you need me to verify? These guys are very helpful. They're very, concerning for your safety and all this, and you're believing right into it. And I'm kind of reading some of the stuff here, but basically they're going to comfort you, let you know that they are onto this, and they're happy that you took the call, and they're going to take care of you, and they're going to credit your account, and we're really sorry this happened, blah, 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 on and on. Realistically, you're not saying much during this time if you think about it. They're asking all the questions. You're giving them yeses and nos. They say what basically happens is what they're going to say is they need to verify that you are in possession of your card and your card has not been stolen. So they say, we already have the card number, we just need to verify the last 3 digits on your card. So would you turn it over? So you turn the card over and they'll say, can you please read me the 3 digits to make sure that's the correct one? Here's where they get you. And what's happening is 99% of people at this point in time have that fear inside them. They have the holy crap, my card's dealing with this issue. They don't think, they say it. Here's my number, 579, or 321, or whatever your security code is on the back of your card. As soon as you say that number, they say, okay, perfect. This is what we have on file. You are in possession of your card. That's great news. We're going to go ahead and do this. We just wanted to make sure it wasn't lost or stolen, that you still have your card. Do you have any other questions for me? If you ask them questions, they're smooth. They're going to answer these questions, and they're going to give you a bullshit answer, a political answer, until you feel comfortable. If you don't have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us if you do. Again, the number is 1-800-VISA or whatever it is, MasterCard. And what happens is, thank you, have a great day. They hang up. They've got your card number. They got your security code. They're making purchases. Simple as that. And you have no clue what's going on until weeks later you get your statement in the mail, and all of a sudden there is no credit, and there's all these purchases on there from random places all over the damn world. You don't know, and you're trying to call the credit card company and figure out what the hell's going on. By this time, they've spiderwebbed this, so it's going to be a miracle to try to get it taken care of. The FDA says, the FTC says that it's not unheard of that they can't get it back, but it becomes very complicated. One of these stories here said that they knew about this scam, and my dog's in the way here. They knew about this scam, and they ended up getting called on it, so they played stupid with it to try to see what would happen. They actually they had the husband on the phone with the company, and the wife called the Federal Trade Commission and had them on the phone as well while this is going on, kind of being coached as to what to do to try to narrow this down. What ended up happening, once the husband gave the 3-digit number, he hung up with them. And what ended up happening is within 15 minutes, they had over $500 charged on their account. And when they went back, the FTC went back to try to pinpoint where that charge came from. It didn't exist. It didn't come from anywhere. They couldn't find it. But yet these people owed almost $500 on their card. The best thing they're saying to do is if you get a call, hi, this is John Smith from MasterCard, and if you get anything that's got this word for word about the telemarketing device on your phone or these key phrases that I've shared with you today, the best thing they're telling you is hang up the phone, block that number, and call your actual credit card company. If it's a Visa number calling you, call your Visa card. Tell them what's going on, file a complaint. Another thing they thought to do is very cool is, and I kind of like this a lot too, but I read something in here. Right here it says, if somebody contacts you by phone about your credit card, ask them to provide their name, the department they work in, and their extension. Tell them you're going to call them right back. Hang up the phone, call that number, call that extension, and ask for that person. If they're the ones that answer, that lets you know it's a little bit better of an authentic person calling. Not to say that they can't scam you, give you that information up front, and then you end up calling that same person back and they screw you. But basically what happens is they're saying that credit card companies are never going to communicate with you through the phone. They're always going to communicate through mail. Never email, never the phone. It's always going to be through mail. If there's something going on, they will send you a letter in the mail saying, we've noticed activity on your account. Please call this number today, blah, blah, blah. That's legitimate because they're communicating through the mail. This crap about sending you email communications, anytime it's an email, it's a red flag. Delete it, get rid of it. Credit cards companies do not communicate with their customers through email. And rarely will they call you on the phone. So if they call you on the phone or they email you talking about a credit card issue and they're looking into things, it's bullshit. Hang it up, get the number, report it. I guess I don't have anything else. If you have questions or if you have been kind of duped by this, leave a comment below. And I'll also provide my email address in here. You just let me know with a subject line just stating the Visa or MasterCard scam issue or something to let me know what it's for. Because the email I use is kind of for all scams put together to try to help people out. So again, thanks for watching. I'm sorry if I stumbled a little bit on my words. I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as possible. All right, thanks.